What's going on YouTube, and good morning. I am back, baby. Shooting this in the kitchen. We're close to Thanksgiving time, and wanted to wish everybody, number one, a happy Thanksgiving. I don't do the whole indigenous blah 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 bullshit. I'm sure you guys could tell I'm not necessarily politically correct, right? So good morning to everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Today's video is going to be on should you drive Uber or Lyft anymore? I mean, that's the fact of the matter as well. And then some future predictions about where rideshare is going to go, stuff like that. I've seen a lot of other channels talk about this. And then also, I want to touch on kind of where I disagree with some of those other channels. So should you drive Uber and Lyft these days? Unless it's heavily surging and you're using area filters, you know your area, stuff like that. The simple answer is no. I think rideshare is dead. It's quite a few things, right? So you got market saturation. That's the biggest one. And then also you have what rideshare has turned into. And if you've watched my other videos, you'll know I've been saying it for a long time. We're turning into the city bus, right? And those are the passengers that a lot of us are getting now. I mean, you talk to any rideshare driver and they're like, dude, what is up with these fucking passengers, man? You know, always smelling like fucking weed or fucking super ghetto or hood, no tipping, all this kind of stuff. And that goes back to the city bus, man. Anybody who's ever been on a city bus, I mean, just look around you, that's what you see, right? So there's that. Now I do have, and this is, by the way, Arizona. I'm pretty sure it counts for Vegas, a few other places as well. I do have a few friends though that drive, like Lux Black XL, stuff like that. Now they are still making money, but even then, they're sending me screenshots. They're sending me what they're getting, and they're like, Nick, it's getting so hard to hit what my weeklies are now that it's almost not worth doing. You got to imagine the price on those vehicles are super high, right? So it's a little different, driving, say, a Cadillac Escalade than it is a Toyota Corolla, right? Interest rates, cost. I mean, just too many variables there. So I'm struggling to maybe delivery, right? If you're doing delivery. But even then, I mean, look at the amount of people that tip and then look at what they're tipping now. And we're all seeing it here. It's not, it's not a fucking secret anymore. People are tipping less. The companies are taking more. They're taking more and more. I'm convinced that Uber and Lyft do steal tips. And I struggle if anybody's like, oh, they don't do that. You know what, dude, I find it almost impossible. And I've had you guys in my ride-alongs. I mean, if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see how I interact with passengers, right? They're having a good time. They're smiling, stuff like that, man. And that's consistent for every fucking ride I do. But the idea that, maybe 1 out of 5 or 6 rides tip these days is crazy to me. There has to be theft going on with tips. And anybody that says otherwise, I don't know, man. Maybe in your market, maybe all you do is drive people around at Martha's Vineyard or some shit. I don't fucking know. I live in Chandler, Arizona. And I drive, like my area, Gilbert, stuff like that. And I also pick and choose my rides. So I'm a cherry picker, I'm pretty sure if you're a driver, you are too. If you're a passenger watching this, maybe someone who orders Uber and Lyft, we cherry pick. I rate people low star, like a 1 star if they don't tip. I wish Uber would let us do that. Instead, we have to pick on the spot. Sometimes I end up picking, giving people low stars even when they do tip. But I will say this, Uber forces me to be more honest about it, because if I don't fucking like you, even if you tip me, I don't want you again anyway. So at least there's that. But anyway, rideshare in my opinion is dead. I think that it's only going to be much worse. We talk about it all the time. It's a race to the bottom. There's a lot of people talking about legislation, government intervention, stuff like that coming through. Me personally, not a fan of government stepping in whatsoever. I have yet to see something that the government touches that has ended up good, and I do mean this in every facet, right? Like efficient, cost effective, does what it's intended to do, and then also doesn't have a major abuse of power or overrides, et cetera, et cetera. And I think anybody, if you honestly thought deep about that, you'd be like, well, shit, that's actually a good point. I can't disagree with that. I do know in California, a lot of happy drivers, but I also know a lot of drivers that, hey, I can't make shit anymore. So when Lyft killed Lux, that to me was the moment that I'm like, this is now dead. I just don't see the money there anymore. Now, this is my first video in almost 2 weeks, and I apologize, guys. I had my app open. I was wanting to drive. I even shot mini intros. Hey guys, I'm gonna go out here, blah, blah, blah. But those aren't going up because I'm simply not driving, is what it is. I haven't seen any offers that are worth it. I mean, I've seen very few, like $7 for, say, 2 miles, stuff like that. But you're going right outside of the bonus zone, and then you're getting, a surge zone, and then you're just getting fed shit after that. I'm seeing the ghost surges. Uber's doing it too. And I'm seeing Lyft, right? They'll have like 4 rides in demand. They'll surge it up for like maybe $5, something like that, maybe $6. And as soon as someone accepts a ride, the fucking surge is gone. So it's to get you in your car, out driving, and just have that mindset like, I'm going to be out driving and I'm trying to make money, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, you're still getting fucked, right? We're all making less money. But it's Wednesday. It's the 22nd of November. It's still early. I mean, we're coming up to 7 o'clock in the morning. My family's already up and all that kind of shit. So, guys, I am looking for other avenues in this space. I am looking at rides. I'm looking at other things. Now, also, if you watch my other videos, you guys would know that I just had a career change, right? So Uber and Lyft is very part-time for me. I recommend that you make it very part-time for yourself. There's a lot of ways to earn money out there, and I feel like maybe this topic isn't so focused on. I know here I am putting videos out on YouTube. I think I got over 100 videos on YouTube at this point. This is a passion for me. I make $0 and 0 cents out of this. Oh, speaking of that, if you want to do a super chat, throw Nick $1 or $2. I'll love you for it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, you guys know the channel's been all about rideshare, my market. We talk health, we talk fitness, and then just bullshit. I've been told I have the voice of an angel, right? Maybe that's why people listen. So, anyways, yeah, so predictions for what's to come. The economy is complete shit. Now, I know that's everybody keeps saying it, and it's so fucking depressing, right? Oh, the economy's bad. Oh, what am I going to do to earn money? Guys, there's a lot of things that you can do to earn money out there, man. I mean, I know guys who have a truck, and they just throw up on Craigslist, hey, I move furniture. I move this. I'll drive this from here to there. They'll put a couch in the back of their truck, charge $120, drive that thing 20 miles, and just stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of people are, trying the digital way, social media, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. I think if you talk to any YouTube person, like my channel's super small, we're 650 subscribers. I don't make any money on this. So for me, it's all passion, as I just said. But there's very few people on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, the rest of them that actually get monetized from their content. It's all concentrated down to maybe 1% of that group. But I would encourage everybody too, if you have a talent, I would just try to blow up that talent, like on your part-time, like do something like that. For me, again, if you guys watch my videos, I boxed for, about 14 years, 15 years on and off. Had a decent career at boxing. So for me, I'm actually starting to pick up some clients. As far as the training side goes, I have picked up some sparring stuff like that to work with some of the young kids, right? Teach them some of the tricks to the trade, stuff like that you don't see every day. This is why us older guys that have sparred hundreds of different people across the United States, had 60 plus fights, stuff like that. That's where the experience really comes in, and yeah, you can kind of show all these little tricks, right? So that's another side hustle that I'm doing. By the way, if you guys are at all interested and maybe you guys want to see some shit, let me know. But I have a heavy bag, speed bag, rhythm bag, flex bag, all that stuff in the backyard. Multiple pairs of gloves, wraps, everything, you name it. Anybody does any sparring here, they got to bring their own headgear, their own mouthpiece, and then, that kind of shit. But point being, guys, is there are ways to make money. Now, during a bad economy, and I know this is not related to rideshare, but maybe you want to hear the shit, maybe you don't. But when economic times are bad, depression, anger, anxiety, all these things, get amped up 10, 20, 30x. And don't forget to take care of yourself. You hear people say it all the time, if you don't have health, you don't have wealth. And that's probably the most underrated statement ever. Take care of yourself. Go to the gym, do some exercises for an hour. Be more careful about what you eat. I know a lot of people, maybe where you live, it's not the easiest thing to do. But I promise you this, if you can do those things, you'll mentally be stronger and stronger and stronger. And when you eventually do get into, whatever it is, your side hustle, maybe you're running a business, maybe, you're starting to do private rides or whatever it is that you're doing, that'll go a long way. Also, it'll help, keep your mood mellowed, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. So I'm smoking a turkey, of course, the mashed potatoes. I'm doing green beans, bacon, and rolls. So, and then I'm sure you guys could tell, Nick's, the diet, been getting a lot leaner, all that kind of stuff, been sticking with it, not boozing, and staying busy, right? My new career going really well. I pretty much already know the business now, and I'm working a lot of hours on that, and that's also why I haven't been able to pump out video, because even while I'm in bed, it'll be like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm still working with brokers and stuff like that to make moves. So that is my primary focus. But then, like I said, the boxing stuff is starting to come into to focus as well. I have friends that own gyms that are like, hey, Nick, I could use a trainer for X, Y, and Z. We can work something out together, right? Let me give you guys an example, right? So I could do groups in my backyard and stuff like that. I could also do group training sessions at a gym, right? Now, the people that want to add, say, boxing, every week, where I come in for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that, they're paying an extra, say, $20 on their membership, right? Now, when I do a group of, say, 8 to 10 to 12 people, right, then we're doing a split. Now, I'm going to be taking 75% of that. He's going to take 25%. So there's that's there too. And if you think about it, well, number one, here's the thing. It's less than 2 miles down the street. It's something I love to do. I love boxing. I think everybody should learn how, for self-defense, but then also confidence, things like that. So for me, I gotta say, it's not really work necessarily. Don't get me wrong, it's work when I'm tired, I'm busy, I just need a rest, right? But even then, I love it. I love it so much that, it just doesn't seem like work. And who knows where that'll go too. So, again, just to bring it back, man, find something that you're good at or a skill that and really try to develop that. Put your energy there, man, because the rideshare shit, chewing up your car, these costs are getting crazy. Sure, gas has come down a little bit, thankfully for that. But just remember, when gas got super high, Lyft and Uber cut your fucking pay. Remember that. And then Now that it's going down again, watch, more drivers are going to start taking more shit rides because they're perceived that their cost is going down. What they don't know yet is that when they need any kind of labor done, you know, tires, brakes, stuff like that, those costs, while your gas prices is going down, the cost of labor is still fucking sky high. So, anyways, I don't want to make a super long video, guys. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed. Even some of the people that just come on to talk shit about me. I got thick skin, man. I'm one of those people, you know, whatever. Words are words. Shit ain't gonna hurt me. It ain't gonna affect me, whatever. And for those of you that, you know, constantly active, we're always bullshitting with each other. I love you guys, man. This is a passion for me. And then, you know, I'm always available, guys. You can hit me in the comments. You guys could shoot me emails. My email is always in my description. My email is simple. It's G-I-G, work, W-R-O-K, W-O-R-K, sorry, and then Nick, N-I-C-K, @gmail.com. So it's gigworknick@gmail.com. You guys could always send me stuff, and I'm still pumping out shorts. It's just the time constrictions is what I'm coming into. Now, like I said, I am going to start picking up some driving here. I just had to get into the rhythm. I had to dedicate myself to my primary focus on the primary business. But I will continue to pump out content and whatnot for you guys. But again, love you guys. You know, hit me up anytime. Happy Thanksgiving to you. You know, I know people say a lot of shit, but I'll say this, man. For Thanksgiving, I know I just talked about the food. I'm fucking hungry, right? So there's the food part, but then also really it's the time to just sit back for that day and just reflect. You know, what's around you, what makes you thankful. You know, like you got Miss Uberlyftnick, I got my kids, right? What a blessing that is, like in all realness, right? And also, oh yeah, I turned 38 on Saturday, the 25th of November. So if you want to blow up my comments and say happy birthday, you son of a bitch, or you know, fuck your birthday, Nick, or whatever, dude, you know, feel free, guys, feel free. Again, you know, wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I love you so much, and cheers, everybody. By the way, this is coffee, this is not booze. So all right, until the next video.